We're back. Hello, everyone.
I mean,
Welcome
we're
to
back since last week, but
episode 90? 59.
I was about to say we skipped a bit. Oh, hello.
I can touch people now.
Oh,
We can
Not
touch each
technically.
other.
please keep away from me.
I mean, we
Technically,
shouldn't
we're not
be,
supposed to, but
but like we're all in the same room at a table at our mics.
yes.
We're recording with our recording equipment, guys.
I
Yeah,
know.
I can't sit in the comfort of my own computer chair.
Yeah.
Brayden, have you noticed someone else?
Someone else. Yeah, we actually we liked just having the
Well.
videos go up on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Because it just shows who we are. So it's good fun. And
Hi, I'm Alex.
who are you? Yeah, you.
Me. Oh, I'm Michael.
And
I'm
who-
Steph.
I'm
Are
Brayden.
you sure?
We're
Are you
out of
sure
here.
about that?
No. That is how we end the show, but we're not ending the
force of
show just
habit.
yet.
Force of habit.
Can you imagine if we got together and for finally getting together again and we did a minute-long episode?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. I was about to head off.
Head off? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
No, I want to get straight into some movie news.
Finally.
Whoa! Oh! This week in movie news.
thought
Wow, movie
this
news.
was
Oh,
over.
I'm shocked by that movie news. That was an interesting one. Thank you. There's so much movie news here. Wow! I hope we can get all this movie news done.
Now everyone's going to know. Sorry. I'm sorry. The
We always know the jingle comes at the end.
I was waiting for the
chimes, I know, but now everyone's going to know that you don't do that live every week. Unless you like mouth along with it.
I thought it was pretty
should lip sync
clear that
every
it wasn't
time.
live.
It overlaps with itself. It's very magical.
Yeah,
No.
if you were sitting there doing all of those.
For the first time I think since episode 50 was when we were in lockdown. So it's been 9-10 episodes more or less since we've done
just some
movie
Zoom
news.
calls.
Of we did doing Zoom calls.
I don't think we've used the movie news jingle from since before then as well.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
haven't
because-
used it for majority of the year,
Why
I
did we
reckon.
stop?
I
What-
don't know.
what-
I like it.
It was because we decided to focus on less news and then there was no news.
What other jingle did we use?
That's true.
I think we just went into
used
the
a
news.
jingle.
The week before we went into lockdown, we didn't use the jingle because we said, oh, there's no news because everything's been cancelled.
That's right. Yes.
That was an executive decision by me.
Yes, that is true.
Alrighty, but okay.
it's back
News.
because
Hit us with it.
there is a piece of news.
All right, there's one
I mean,
piece of news.
There
Okay.
might
But
be
it's a
some
big
other
one. It's a
tiny
big one.
pieces of news.
I mean, there's
around,
another one that I know of. That's kind of cool.
but- Okay.
It's,
throw it
James,
in there after.
James Mangold is directing Indiana Jones 5.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
So the director of Logan
Mm.
and
I did see that.
and Ford v Ferrari.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's interesting, but
Yeah.
not as interesting as what everyone has been seeing the last week or so. The Snyder Cut lives.
You finally get what you want.
I
It's
want
real. And
Snyder
it
Cut.
I'm
is
intrigued to see what's going to happen.
being released in 2021 on HBO Max. How are we feeling
Oh,
about
it's actually
this?
that long away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
2020.
I don't know enough about DC to be excited about this.
I'm
That is
very
fair.
it's just a different cut of Justice League, isn't it?
I haven't seen Justice League.
completely different cut.
It's
It's
very
what he
moving.
wanted. It's what he wanted
Yeah,
before
so
the studio.
for anyone
Alex,
that doesn't
run us
know,
down. Yeah,
so
run what we're going
Steph,
through.
this is probably for you, Steph, because you don't know too much. Zack Snyder, who directed Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, was the director of Justice League, and just after they finished principal photography, his daughter died.
Oh.
So him and his wife, who he was the director and part writer, and she was a producer on it, they both stepped away from all of pre-production in order to be with their family. And in this time, the Warner Brothers studio went, we don't like how dark Justice League is, so they brought in Josh Whedon to come back and reshoot about 70% of it and make it funny. This is where Henry Cavill
CGI mustache
has a
comes in.
mustache. And
whole
so it's a completely
debacle.
different movie.
So who's been credited as the director? Joss
Zack
Whedon?
Snyder.
Oh, okay.
But Josh Whedon is
Joss.
Josh.
Joss.
Josh.
Jossie.
Can't do it.
Jossie boss.
Can't do it. Boss Josh. I can't do it. Anyway,
So yeah, the major differences are the reshoots didn't happen.
they added
And it's a
more
lot
comedy.
darker.
They added a lot of comedy to it, and there's a far more expanded, like diving into each different character's like moments. Like
It's
there's
actually going to be
This is a
genuine.
4-hour
large
cut
segments
now.
for
So-
Ezra Miller, for
So this
Ray
is
Fisher.
Viewing party.
Yeah.
so this is Justice League was under 2 hours, like the theatrical version.
Yep.
This is 4 hours.
They're
gonna
currently
be a big
umming and
boy.
ahhing about whether or not to make it parts or just release it as a
Yeah,
whole?
so like do it as like a TV show, like an episodic thing.
So I wonder what finally made them decide to release this version.
Fans.
Fans,
Yeah.
everyone's saying
We've-
we
we've
want
Have you
been
not
on
heard
this.
him? He's been wanting it for a while.
Yeah, I
Me
have
and the
heard
internet
it.
have been on this for 2 years.
Oh well,
Since
they
it
get
was
to make some
released that
money
there
off
was
it. They'll
one?
make money off of it. So did you say HBO Max?
HBO Max.
So-
and weirdly, how do you feel about it being 2021? Because like
They're
a long
putting
way away
20
from a movie
million.
that's already
They're
made.
putting 20 million into post production on it.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're making it a film.
Yeah.
And they still got a whole lot of stuff to do for it. Also, they have rumored about bringing back the cast to maybe do
Even
some ADR
more new
and stuff like
reshoots
that.
and ADR.
As someone who's been on it and wanting it for the past years, would you rather it be just a solid straight movie or the episodes?
I don't care.
You just want
We're
it.
getting it.
yeah.
That's
What about you,
Okay.
Braden? What would you if you had a preference?
I kind of want to commit to a 4-hour thing. That's crazy.
I'd
That
rather
would be
commit
more
to
of
the
an
4-hour
experience,
thing.
wouldn't it?
How do you feel about it being on HBO Max? Would you want to see it in cinemas if they did a limited release? Or
I mean, yeah, I'd like to see it in cinemas, but this is the only reason we're going to get it.
true.
Because it's too much of a liability to put in cinemas.
Yeah. This is also
Wait, since it's
the
HBO,
cut-
would that be Foxtel for on
I-
Foxtel, or was it?
Showcase.
Yeah,
Showcase?
for Australians over here, we'll get that. But like this is also the cut that has bloody Black
Suit.
Suit Superman, which I'm so excited to see.
Ooh, all right then. Well, I might have to give this one a watch.
It'll be interesting.
Watch the original version of it.
I haven't even watched the original since we saw it in the
not-
movies.
I don't know if
I
I
know it's
wanna
not
watch
good.
it.
That's why I haven't watched it.
I feel a commentary track coming on.
in
In
2021.
21,
Honestly, yeah. it'll be
coming
out front
soon
line.
after the big list of commentaries we
Man,
got to do.
we-
Half
Hey.
of them had now been postponed.
We can now actually record commentary tracks again. Finally, like this will be great. It'll
Let's
be
bring
so
the
much
TV
fun.
out here.
Chuck it there. Well, I mean, we
Absolutely could.
Could. Yeah, we 100% could.
Yeah.
This is actually, this has kind of worked out really well. We're in Alex's backyard now.
On
can hear
a
the birds.
ping pong table.
Yep, on a newly bought ping pong table. It's an excellent sound studio.
Excellent purchase. Excellent
Oh, the
purchase.
acoustics are
The
fantastic.
acoustics are phenomenal. I can yell over here and you can still hear me fine. It's all good.
You could yell anywhere, Braden. It would still be able to hear you. Come
That's
on.
me.
You got a
That is
loud
me.
voice.
I do. No, so we're thinking about putting up some temporary, like, put up, put down, like, just sheets to
So we
make it
can
a bit
afford
nicer.
a studio. Patreons.
Oh my god. Yeah. Also, if you want to hear those commentary tracks, all
Head
of them
on
are on
over to
Patreon. Patreon.com/Millennium Movie Talk.
And check us out there.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Don't,
it.
don't stare them down. All right.
I want to get into what we've been watching now.
All righty. I haven't logged any of mine, but I know what they are.
Okay, perfect.
I
We'll
watched one movie.
start with you then.
Start with Steph. She has one movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I
and
have
I've got a
less than
question
Steph.
about Steph's one movie.
Okay.
Well-
Because you skipped over one movie to get this one movie.
So what did you watch,
'Cause
Steph?
on your letterbox it says the last
Oh,
Harry Potter you watched
Did I
was-
not log Goblet of
No,
Fire?
you didn't love Goblet of Fire.
So when did I watch Goblet of Fire?
If you
So-
skipped Goblet of Fire,
No, I didn't skip Goblet of Fire.
Also,
I
how
must-
dare you give Order of the Phoenix such a low rating?
what did she give it?
Like a 3.5 or 3.
Half.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
I
good.
would give Order of the Phoenix a 3.5 as well.
It's
so.
good.
Second favorite Harry Potter film.
It's good. No, it's not my
Really?
second.
Yeah,
behind
I love
number
it,
3.
man. It's the one that
I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
I love it. I love Order of the Phoenix, man.
Okay.
So cool.
It is good. I'll like it's. They're all good, but I don't want to be.
That's the
so-
one with
Is that the one where Dumby kicks it? Or
No, that's
No,
that's
that's 6.
Excuse me.
That's
Did you
Half-
call him
Half-Blood
Dumby?
Prince. Yeah, Dumby.
Oh, my pup used to call him Dumble Dwarf.
I've heard that. Someone say that before.
No, but it's the one
It's
with
Sirius
Umbridge.
Black, though.
what's her name?
Oh,
Umbridge.
Yeah, Umbridge.
Yeah.
That's
She's
Serious?
good.
Is this
She's
ser-
great.
serious?
and it's the one with Sirius dies.
It is the one.
That's
with
a big-
Sirius
that's a
dies.
big
It's
hit.
the ending
Oh,
where
okay,
like
yeah,
Harry's like where Harry's got to fight Voldemort with his will.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. They're all good movies. 3.5 is what, a 7 out of 10?
I don't care. It should be a 9.
I
You can
just,
see you can see how he feels about these movies,
yeah,
especially
I
this one.
I love Harry
Am I
Potter.
the biggest Harry
It's
Potter fan
just-
here?
100%.
Probably.
I've read all the
It's-
books
I haven't.
Me
Then-
too.
a few times.
But yeah, I think that in terms of my favorite Harry, I really like the Harry Potter movies that have the element of like wonder and whimsy about them. So Goblet of Fire, back when they were younger, and Sorcerer's Stone, and Chamber of Secrets.
Sorry, did you call it?
Yeah, because I just keep seeing it everywhere. It's a Philosopher's Stone for us, but you know, I see it as Sorcerer's Stone everywhere.
Fucking
So yeah, like, and then when you get to like Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince, and even Deathly Hallows to an extent, when it gets really dark, it's just like I like them. I think they're really well made, but I don't enjoy them as
What's
much.
your least favorite Harry Potter film? Everyone.
Half.
So I mean that first of all, 1, 2, 3. We'll say all of us favorite at the same time because they're all the same.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Prisoner
Harry
of
Potter and the
Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
We all
I
said it
just, said, I
different
just
ways.
said 3.
3.
So number 3 is everyone's favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite, Braden?
Least favorite for me, I'm trying to think of the most forgettable one that I haven't seen since. I would think one of the later ones. Like, I can't remember anything from
the thing is,
Deathly Hallows Part 1.
I've watched 1 to 4 so many times, and
Yeah.
then I haven't seen the last 3 like as much.
Yeah.
So they definitely don't sit in my mind. Like, I've only watched Part 2 once in my life, and that's
Really?
when I first saw it. Like,
Part 2 I've seen more than other ones. I can't remember 5 and 6.
We talk about Harry Potter so much on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Because Alex is
so
a
what?
massive fan.
Yeah.
All right.
Steph,
Steph,
what's
what
your
about
favorite?
you?
What's your least favorite?
Well, I would probably have to say Half-Blood Prince because I probably couldn't tell you anything apart from Dumby dying.
Yeah.
That happens in it. I forget.
Dobby.
On the topic of Harry Potter as well, I've also seen
Dobby.
some Harry Potter
Dobby
stuff, which is
is
what I've been watching.
Excuse me. I haven't said my least favorite. Michael hasn't said his least favorite either.
Okay, jump on it.
Michael?
6 or 7, because I just don't remember.
Seven.
Really.
7. Deathly Hallows Part 1 is my least favorite.
What
Least favorite?
happens?
Exactly.
It's just the lead up to
Is that the? Is that
Yeah,
the one where
look,
at the
it's
start
not- it's
they're in
not-
the
it's
Dobby
not-
forest?
dies in it.
They're in
Yeah,
the
see,
forest.
that's
at
what
the
I was
start?
thinking of.
Yeah, they're in the forest and then they're
Right.
dancing.
And like they go through the portal and like
Don't
the
you remember
knife
when
gets-
Harry and Hermione dance?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, which one of the two? Because it blurs into it for me. Is when like Ron gets real salty because he's wearing the Horcrux. That's
one.
like
That's
I
one.
do agree with that. Part 1 is a bit annoying because it is used as like it was in that phase where they were splitting up the finales
Yeah.
from all the franchises and they
Hunger
make it really
Games did
slow.
it. Twilight did it.
Yeah, exactly. They all did it. So it's just I agree with you there. It's slow. It is slow. But I can't really remember. Like I'm on board with Michael there. No, which one of you guys said that?
I said 6 or 7. One.
I
of the
haven't
two.
watched them as often as the first 4,
Yeah,
so
that's-
Yeah.
I don't really remember as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I did watch Goblet of Fire 2 then in the last week. I swear,
Okay,
I don't
that was a
remember.
really long roundabout way of just saying she did actually watch number
Cedric
4.
Diggory deserved better. He's just a blessing. And Sirius
Cedric
Black, he can
Diggory
get you.
died when he should have. He died a noble death.
Harry Potter
really.
killed Cedric Diggory just
No, he did
quietly.
not.
Oh, come and grab the little cup with me. You should have just let him go.
Yeah, because he
Let him
want
go.
He wanted to
Touch my
share.
cup.
he
And
saved
in
his
doing
life.
so-
Brayden,
he didn't save his life. He
what are
wasn't
you
going
even
to
watching?
die in that maze. He was going to get taken out to the front like Fleur did.
Wasn't the
Braden, what have you been watching?
Russian dude like?
They weren't dead. They were just
Trying
taken
to-
back to the front.
No, wasn't he trying to like actually attack him like full on?
It changes who you are in the maze, but I don't think you
A
kill-
Harry Potter musical 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Star Kid musicals are literally the only thing that I've been watching this past week. I highly recommend them more than anything ever. The most recent ones that I just watched one is Holy Musical Batman, which is Batman, basically the Dark Knight, but then it turns into the 60s Batman, and everyone's like, Robin's horrible, he's stupid and everything, and it's so dumb, it's great. And then the other most recent one was, Twisted, which is a musical they do, which is basically Wicked for Aladdin.
Oh.
And so it follows Jafar. I cannot recommend this enough. It is the funniest shit. It's so, like, the humor they do, the way they blend, like, they have original songs in there. They have some that are parodies of Disney songs. Like, so it starts with the start of Beauty and the Beast, where Belle's going through the marketplace.
Yeah.
But instead of bonjour, it's fuck you. And it's incredible. And then they also parody on Wicked as well, obviously.
Okay.
But their original songs in there sound so Disney-like. It's phenomenal. And they just point out how much of a sexual predator Aladdin is and how, like, oblivious to everything and not well-known Jasmine is. And they make the original prince who gets bitten by the tiger, like that Jasmine sets the tiger on and he runs off at the start. They make him like a major character and he like comes back and like declares war on them. And they're from the land of Pixar. And instead of whatever the town is in Aladdin, they call it the Magical Kingdom. And it's kind of a like Disney Pixar war, and they comment on a lot of stuff. It's
What's
hilarious.
the production value on these? Because when I think of Star Kid, I think of like some company that, you know, your parents would put you through for like a week to go
Yeah.
and like learn to be an actor or
It's a
something.
lot better than that. It is
Okay.
still a stage musical that's been filmed. So like props wise, they do some funny stuff. They do have one that I watched the other week, which was, it's called Starship Ranger. and it's done with, I shit you not, they all did a course with the Jim Henson Company on puppetry. And so there's like a planet of bug people, and they're all puppets. And then there's some live action people in there as well. And they are, what they do with what clearly isn't a huge budget, they are brilliant. They are so talented and so funny. And like the singers are stunning. Like they're incredible.
Okay.
And
You lost me a while ago in the stories. I thought I just needed to throw this in. The one you were explaining before, you lost me.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
there's
but
that.
I highly recommend, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you watch a Harry Potter musical, because those are like the early ones. They're real shit, but they're so funny. Like, as in like prop and design wise.
Yeah.
But like, they are hilarious. And then their more recent ones, they just keep getting better and better.
Oh, sorry, I just noticed that, Michael, your microphone's upside down.
Oh, well.
So,
We got to reverse your audio.
yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll jump in with what I've been watching.
Yeah,
then.
go for it.
Alrighty. I watched Spider-Man Homecoming because that was on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I don't need to say much about that. We
It's
did
funny
a
how
tier
that's
list.
on Netflix.
On Netflix.
It's not on Disney
That-
Plus.
yeah, that threw
Disney
me for a
don't.
second.
Disney don't own it.
Yeah.
so weird.
I mean, if you want to hear our thoughts on that movie, we did a tier list last episode. Or-
2 episodes.
Two episodes
ago.
ago. Yeah, we did
Last
Star
one
Wars
was
last.
Dan.
Wars.
Oh, last one, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
I watched Stormbreaker. It's not a good movie, but
Stormbreaker.
I
Wait,
like the
hold up.
books.
The Alex Rider one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved that as a kid.
I
read
love
those
the
in
book.
school.
Like I read the book. I love the book. I liked the movie as a kid.
Yeah. Same.
Not as much this time.
No.
I've read the book. I haven't seen the movie.
Ewan
Does-
McGregor's in it
Yeah, Ewan McGregor is in it.
for the first like 5 minutes.
Is Alex Pettyfer in it or am I?
Yes, Alex Pettyfer. He's
Um,
real young.
Mickey Rourke.
Yep. Honest to God, like I enjoyed that film so much as a kid. I am sure it does not hold up.
It does not hold up, but you know what? It was a bit of nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
But watched South Park season 22 because that came out on Netflix. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that-
all the new
that's
episodes
pretty
are out.
good.
on
Later
Netflix.
stuff.
Integrity.
Integrity Farms.
Integrity.
Farms.
And then Amazon Fulfillment Center.
Yeah, oh, with the guy who gets trapped in the
The
box.
box. Kid, Jeff Bezos.
That
That's
is
the
such a
kids
good-
come and open it.
That
So
is
funny.
Such a good season.
That's actually really good. Yeah, well, let's put it this way. I pretty much binged every thing that South Park that was on Netflix in the past like week and a half. So
Nice.
there's that. And I've continued watching Sherlock, and I just got through my least favorite episode in the first 3 seasons, so I'm not going to talk about the 4th one.
Well,
which
you
is-
really wanted to get through it. That's a big commitment to have to like get through an episode. They go for like an hour and a half each.
I mean, I was
like
doing
watching
I
a
was
really
doing my
shitty movie. It's
I
like
was
watching Black
doing
Panther.
I was doing my puzzle while I was watching, so it
Okay.
wasn't so bad. But yeah, the
Did you feel like
episode-
Sherlock Holmes doing your puzzle while you were doing
No.
it?
Did you go to your Mind Palace?
No, sadly not.
is this
Season 2, episode 2 is my least favorite. That's like the whole Hound one.
Oh yeah,
It
Hound
just-
of Baskerville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just nah.
It's
It's the filler one before you get to the 3rd episode, which is hands down my favorite one.
incredible.
Except for
yeah, I love
episode,
Sherlock back in the day.
episode 3 of season 1. That's also great. Anyway, that's about all I watched.
Nice.
Besides the homework.
Yes. Alex,
Yes.
what have you been watching?
Okay, I watched 2 new things.
Ooh.
Sorry, one new thing, one new thing to me.
Okay.
So I'll talk about the one. I'll quickly talk about Moneyball, which I watched for the first time,
Nice.
which is about
Start what I was going to watch for
yeah,
next week.
a poor a poor Major League Baseball team.
Yep.
Who basically rebuilt their team. Who rebuilt a team that won 20 consecutive games, record breaking. Just on stats.
Damn. Oh yes. No, I remember the I feel like the trailer for this was on like a bunch of DVDs that I had as a kid.
Yeah, probably.
With
like
maths
years
and
ago?
statistics, they
Yeah.
rebuilt a winning baseball team from a bunch of nobodies in the drafts and
That's
free agency.
incredible.
Moneyball was the sports movie that made me think like, oh, maybe I can like movies about sports.
Well, here's the thing: I was watching the movie and I had no idea who directed it. I had no idea who wrote it.
Yep.
You just know like who was in it.
I just knew Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill were in it.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt's in it.
Oh, I didn't even know Jonah Hill. All I knew was Brad Pitt. Like,
Yeah, Chris
I didn't
Pratt's
realize
in it.
anyone else was like, big.
God damn.
Yeah, early Chris Pratt because it's done in 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's that old.
yeah, it was a really good movie, and I was like, wow, the writing's really good in this movie. I was like, this reminded me of something like Molly's Game. And then I watched, then I looked, then the end credits came out, and Aaron Sorkin wrote it. I was just like, that's it.
There you go.
The guy who wrote Steve Jobs, Social Network.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like some very like smart sort of
Yeah,
films.
and I was just like, that's why.
It's a good movie. It is good.
well, because we were talking about it the other day when a few of us hung out,
Okay, we got it. We got
and
there.
I was going to do it for sports next week, but I'll find a new movie and I'll watch it in my own time.
Bless. What else have you watched?
So sad to say,
Ooh.
but No, not sad because the movie was actually quite good.
Oh.
But it was one of those movies that was meant to come out in theaters, but because of coronavirus, Netflix ended up buying it.
Yeah.
It's called The Lovebirds, starring
Yes.
Kamal Nanjiani and
Oh,
Issa
yes,
Rae.
I've seen
Yeah.
that.
And it's like, do you
advertised.
guys ever watch Date Night with Steve Carell and Tina Fey?
I've seen it. I don't remember
Seen
it. Though.
parts of it.
It's like that, but a bit better.
Okay.
A bit better?
Yeah. Well, Mark Wahlberg's in Date Night, so.
So Alex is instantly
Oh,
biased.
that's something that we watched the other night when we were together.
Date Night, yeah.
No,
Oh,
the other
on
guys.
your date night.
On their date night.
We
Oh,
watched
we
the
watched
other
the
guys
other
the other night.
Yeah.
God.
The other guys are great.
What a great film. Anyway,
Best comedy of all time.
Ooh, big call.
it's close.
Anyway, so yeah, it's about a couple who are told by someone that they're a police officer and they need their car to chase the suspect, and then the guy who takes their car gets the suspect and runs them over multiple times with the car, and they're like, this guy's not a cop.
Okay.
And then the guy just like ditches the crime scene, and these people think that they did it, and then they just run off, and it's a comedy about those two on the run, thinking that they're gonna get caught, which is actually pretty funny because like the whole time you're thinking, just guys, you can explain this so easily, and then like the whole movie you get mad, and then at the end you go, maybe I'm not mad at this because that was actually quite smart.
Yeah.
All right, well,
So
I think I'm going to give it a miss. But
no, watch it. It's funny. They have such good
is it
chemistry.
actually funny, though?
It is. They have such good chemistry. Do you like Kamal?
I liked him in The Big Sick.
It's the same
kind of.
director as The Big Sick.
Is it?
Yes.
All right,
Michael
maybe I'll
Showalter.
watch it if I have time.
He also was in Wet Hot American Summer.
Yes, I love Michael Showalter. He's good.
Yeah, so he directed it.
All right, maybe I will watch it.
It's actually funny. So
There you
don't.
go. You've been
Alright.
convinced.
There we go. And I watched Man of Steel.
Ooh,
Good choice.
Okay. And now,
I really like Man of Steel.
yeah, I
And
remember
I also
liking
really
Man of
like
Steel.
Batman v Superman.
I haven't.
So
I'm gonna give him a rewatch at some point soon.
Man of Steel, I really like. People hated that.
Is it still really long?
No, it's like 2 hours. And
See,
Okay. Does it
I-
feel long though?
no.
I didn't watch Man of Steel for a while, like because people were like, well, oh, it's not worth it, right? And
I saw it
then
in cinemas.
one day I kind of I watched it and I genuinely actually enjoyed it.
I love the music.
Oh, the music is incredible. I remember listening to just the score for
I
a while.
really like.
Told you, I
Henry
know
Cavill.
nothing about
Yeah,
DC. Haven't
Henry
seen Man
Cavill-
of Steel.
Cavill is
Haven't
Superman.
you?
No, the only DC movies I've seen
Do you
is
care if I
like
spoil Man of Steel? 'Cause I wanted
Batman
to spoil it.
Begins. I've seen Batman
Yeah, it
Begins.
doesn't matter.
And I've seen
Anyway.
Suicide Squad. They're like the only two I've watched.
Okay. Anyway, keep.
You seen Suicide
Those are
Squad?
so
Yeah, I
random.
watched that at the midnight screening.
Wait,
on
so
a
you've
waste
watched
of my
Batman
time.
Begins and Suicide Squad?
Yeah, haven't even seen The Dark Knight.
What the?
So not Wonder Woman or anything.
Haven't
But
seen
you're a
Wonder Woman.
female.
I know.
Female
I know.
empowerment.
Shocking,
Anyway,
isn't
and
it?
Birds of Prey. Come on.
I haven't seen Birds of Prey.
Anyway,
Steph, there are some actual good movies in there that you need to watch. So
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
we'll now you're down a list.
Anyway, so what I want to talk about. So I remember when Man of Steel came out, a lot of people were mad that he,
Yeah,
killed Zod,
yeah, a lot.
and I was just like, no,
It's
that's
dope.
fine.
I thought it was
Because
awesome.
so the whole ending is like he's got this big bad guy played by Michael Shannon
Okay.
throughout the film, and it ends because he's like he comes from the same world as Superman. He's one of the last people from his planet.
So matched power.
Yeah,
sort
so
of
they've got
thing.
the exact same powers. And it literally ends with Zod using his laser eyes, and he's like, I'm going to give you a choice here. It's either you kill me right now, or I'm going to murder this family of 4 with my laser eyes. And he's just like, because Superman doesn't want to kill.
No.
And he's just like, don't do it. And he's just like, I'm going to do it. And he's just like, no, and kills him.
So Superman killed someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
kills
so
him.
it's dark, it puts a dark twist on it because it was
but
all
and
his
it takes a
choices.
toll on him because he lets out a heartbreaking scream.
Yeah.
Because he also just killed the last person
than
from
him,
his
Yeah,
planet.
it was literally him basically committing like half genocide.
I was going to say that
on one
reminds me.
person.
The other DC movie I've seen is like the 1960s Superman when he goes
Yes.
to turn back
That's
time
fun.
by like going,
Yeah.
but pushes the world backwards. He turns back
Doesn't he
time.
just fly around and like
yeah,
starts
well,
turning?
yeah,
it?
really quickly. Yeah, so it turns back. Oh,
It's the
dear.
best plot ever.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, Man of Steel, like I remember like that hurt at the end, like because it's such a huge moment.
The only thing is you watch and you go, wow, a lot of shit's getting destroyed in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Like
Any superhero.
Metropolis is just nothing.
yeah. I remember the big thing with it was how like that people's argument for like why it was a bad movie or whatever. People were like, look at the property damage that Superman is doing right now, and like everyone was like, this is billions of dollars.
Legit, they're just like throwing that because it gets to the point where like he destroys the world engine.
Yeah.
And that by itself was terraforming the
Yeah,
world to
so
look
that
like
was
Krypton.
getting
So
ruined anyway.
Like half of Metropolis is gone from that. And then Zod and his fight when they're just throwing each other into buildings.
Yeah, like buildings are collapsing. Like it's more property damage than a
So
Transformers
people were
movie.
upset because they feel like the
That's the
character
next
of
level.
Superman was damaged because like his morals, like because he
They
killed
were like,
someone.
"Oh, it's
and
not
he
my Superman."
just- okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I really
see.
like Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill
I'm
has
very
You gotta
on
do
board
what you
for
gotta
Henry
do,
Cavill's
don't you?
Superman too.
Well, yeah. I mean, like when you're pushed to that end, that was
But
the
like,
whole
it was the
point.
choice.
But
it was
Man
the
of Steel addresses, not Man of Steel, Batman v Superman
Yeah,
addresses it.
which is even
That's
better.
why Batman's pissed at him.
Yeah, he's like, you just completely decimated that entire
Yeah,
city.
he's just like, you
Oh, is
can't
that
be
why Batman's
controlled.
pissed at Superman?
Yeah, he's like, you can't be controlled.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to take you down
Because
because you're a
Batman
liability.
v Superman opens up with the whole thing with this DC universe is that Metropolis and Gotham are like just separated
Across a
by
city,
like a lake,
lake.
or like a
Big
like
river,
like a
sort
big
of.
river. And so when Zod and Superman are fighting, they went into Gotham as well.
It's his jurisdiction.
Yeah, and
Oh, dear.
and basically what happened was they destroyed Wayne Tower, and a lot of the Wayne employees died. So Batman.
Man, I need to watch Batman v Superman.
See,
I
again.
gotta
this is
watch
the
them
thing.
like one after the other and let
Yeah.
it flow because I reckon
Dude, Ben Affleck is Batman. I'm so sad.
I
that
know.
I'm so excited to see him in.
Oh my
See-
god, I hadn't even thought about how we're gonna get more freaking. Oh my god.
So
Bat-
in
Bat-
one year,
was it
next
Batfleck
year,
or something?
yeah,
next year
Batfleck.
we're getting a Batman film with Ben Affleck.
Holy shit.
And a Batman film with Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
I'm keen for that one.
I'm actually interested to see Robert Pattinson's like spin on.
Oh, God,
Batman.
Thing is, I never really got into superhero films when I was younger. It was only sort of high school-ish, end of high school that I started getting into it. And so I started like watching all the Marvel films, loved the Marvel films. And I thought, all right, now I'm going to go into DC. And I watched Batman Begins.
Yeah.
And then I watched Suicide Squad. And I was like, oh yeah, that was pretty average.
That's a weird
And
order to
then-
watch them.
And then,
Even
and,
That's
Batman
fine.
Begins.
and then it was like, all right, Batman v Superman, or Batman v Superman was meant to come out. I can't
Yeah.
remember if this is before or after Suicide Squad, but I was really excited for it. I'm like, this is a cool concept. And I was like, now this is going to kickstart me on the DC
Then it
train.
got
I'll
bad
watch them
reviews.
all. Yeah, then I heard how shocking it
I
was,
like
and I
it.
was like,
It's not
forget
shocking.
I liked it.
It's just I like it a lot too.
they teased them. They teased the main villain in the trailer though. Like
See, so the trailer showed way too much.
Yeah.
Trailer, yeah, the trailer
And
did.
so I
it-
think
for a
it-
movie called Batman v Superman, there's not a lot of Batman v Superman.
it.
Yeah.
So who wins? Batman or Superman?
Batman. Batman.
Martha.
Batman wins. The only reason Batman doesn't
Yeah,
kill
I
him is
know.
because he's like,
Why did you say that name?
yeah, well,
And
just, yeah, and everyone hated that.
Yeah.
Ben
everyone hated
Affleck
that.
Batman or Christian Bale Batman?
Ben Affleck.
Batman. I was
They're
gonna
all
say
snacks,
when
tell you
it
what.
comes to superhero movies, like when we were younger, it wasn't like today, like where you had a plethora.
Oh, no.
It's like you had the old sort of Batman
Spider-Man.
movies
Oh,
and
Batman,
stuff.
Superman.
Then we had
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
X-Men, yeah.
and X-Men. I didn't watch X-Men as much because that was a bit more dark. But then
Yeah.
then you get to the
I
next.
watched X-Men 3 and it scarred me with that kid cutting his
His
wings off.
I remember
And
that.
then
I
that was
remember
like,
that
I was
was
like,
horrible.
I'm done. I'm not watching that.
and then you get like
Have you seen? No, you,
But
have,
you
you haven't seen X Men. No,
you get the then you get
No,
like
I've
the
seen
Dark
Days of
Knight
Future Past.
trilogy,
Okay.
and that's like it was a really dark. So we didn't have any like
Yeah.
sort of other than Spider-Man upbeat sort of lighter superhero
Yeah.
movies, and it's just like so I wasn't huge on them when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
obviously I was like Steph, like I got into them more, and then like I knew Spider-Man, like I liked all that stuff when
Yeah,
I was a kid, but I
exactly.
never really watched these movies because I mean I wasn't gonna watch Batman Begins and stuff when I was like
when you're a tiny
little.
little kid.
and yeah, so I watched Spider-Man, but that's
I love
about
Spider-Man
it. Yeah,
3.
I love all three. But yeah, it's
I love all 8. Is it 8 now? 8 Spider-Man films, all up.
what, two?
Including the Amazing Spider-Man.
You love Amazing Spider-Man 2.
You
love the suit. You love the
I love the
suit.
suit. The
suit,
suit is the
That's
only
it.
thing that
you
gets
love
me
the
in it.
idea of it.
I love the look of that one part. That's it.
I can't stand that movie, but that's another topic.
I've
for another
only
time.
ever watched like the Amazing Spider-Man and the two of them in the movies. Like I've never watched them outside of the movies
That's fair
since.
Remember the
then.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 ended with a post-credit scene for an X-Men film?
No,
Did
it
it?
did.
Yeah, it did. They had a deal.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's really weird. Now we for homework.
It's either me or you, mate.
Coughed in my
straight
face.
on
I
Steph.
coughed into my hand. I am
like,
sorry.
It's the
not
first
in your
time
hand.
we're
Do you
all
not
in a
know that?
room together.
We're in
for
a
so
pandemic,
it was
long.
more
Michael.
clearing my throat.
We're in a pandemic. One new case was just reported before we started the show.
Hashtag ban Michael. Cancel Michael.
Cancel
Sorry, I'll rock up in a hazmat suit next time.
Jesus.
We all will.
I'm
'cause
gonna
we'll
have to.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've all got it now.
You're the only
Fucking-
one that won't need to be in one.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Well, for homework, Steph, you said it. What did we
I
watch?
did. We all watched Clueless. A group of
And
Not yet.
20-something-year-old men tasked by a What?
we will explain that in a minute. It's okay. Don't worry.
Oh,
Alrighty.
You're very innocent.
So,
Steph, it's fine.
Steph, what's the premise of the show? Movie.
The premise of the film is it's adapted. It's a modern 90s modern adaptation of the Jane Austen film Emma, and it's about Cher Horowitz, who's like a very popular, very wealthy Californian schoolgirl who decides to take on a project. So we go through her life in school, and then she takes on a project, which is Brittany Murphy's character,
Yeah, which is
Ty.
Ty. Yep.
Ty, and she decides to like make her popular and try and bring her into the league with her friend Dion.
Yep. And that's the basic plot. There's
And Paul Rudd's there.
Paul Rudd is
And Turk.
yeah. Oh my god! When he showed up, I was like, "Whoa, what?"
Oh,
I
that
had no
Dion's
clue.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no clue. He
Oh,
was
but
in
who's
there.
the skater dude? I can't remember the
Oh,
actor's
he's from
name.
everything.
Yeah,
He's in everything.
He's
I know.
in Road Trip.
I specifically liked that the teacher was the guy who plays Mr.
Wallace
Incredible's
Shawn?
boss.
Wallace Shawn?
And
Yeah.
he's in The Princess Bride.
Oh wow!
he
Yeah.
is.
Inconceivable.
Oh
He
my
is.
god! But yeah, hearing his voice and like seeing it actually come out of him, I was like, huh.
All right.
Because I can only think of the cartoon
also-
from Incredibles.
He's
He's in a lot of. He's in quite a few things.
in
I
Toy
remember.
Story.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Who's he in Toy Story?
He's the dinosaur.
Yeah, he's
Rex.
Rex in Toy Story.
He is too.
All right. Well,
He's a bit more whiny.
I guess we go down the line, Braden. What did you think?
I
We'll get
All
to
right,
that.
what is it?
Well, no,
What
we'll
is
get,
it?
We'll
okay,
get
now
to
we
that.
need to explain for
No,
stuff.
we'll get to it.
No.
We'll get down
What
to
are
this
you
end.
doing, step bro?
So,
Oh god.
Okay, so
Yes.
Yes.
A very big no-no.
All right,
no.
look,
Super
they're not-
uncomfortable.
They're not stepbrothers
So-
and stepsister anymore.
Oh my god.
The
It's
sentiment is
still,
still the
it's
same.
still.
when did
They
this
still
film come
refer
out?
to each other.
When did this film come out?
1990.
95?
Did it?
I'm fairly sure it was 95.
Something around
Hey
there.
Siri.
So it's
I'll laugh if all our
Bitch.
phones go
Let me
off.
just justify one thing. The
No.
tab-
Hey Siri, when did Clueless come out?
Clueless was released the 21st of September 1995.
Now look, they were both older when they met each other. They're not blood related, so there goes the incest taboo.
yeah.
And
How do they refer to each other?
No, yeah, brotherly.
What are you doing, step
Okay,
bro?
stop it,
okay,
step bro.
Stop with that.
I'm
I'm
stuck
gonna
in the
explain.
dryer.
So, Steph, we know you're very innocent, but in the last couple of years, the internet has been plagued in this horrible wave.
Step sibling porn.
It's like
It's everywhere.
It is like
horrible.
everything.
It's the worst. It's so annoying. It's so bad. There is no safe space. You're like, oh, cool, this one isn't. And then you click into it and it is. It's horrible.
You just hear, what are you doing?
Stop it, step bro.
insufferable.
oh my god.
So when this ended with not quite that, but that.
Almost that.
I know. I was like, man, this film predicted the future.
I was about to say, there's definitely a sequel to this.
Less.
Now,
You can find the porn up.
so what did you guys think of it?
I actually enjoyed the movie. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought there's definitely some like spots of trouble in there for me per se,
Like,
and like I can
politically
definitely
incorrect, you mean?
yeah, I can definitely when she casually drops like she just like, oh, I'm such a like R word, and I was like,
You can say retard. It's okay.
okay, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. I was like, oh, that's not cool. And like, I tell you what, the part that I appreciated the most was actually for the fact that I had seen Emma before seeing this.
Are you trying to work it out?
So legitimately, there were times where I was like, oh, this is that scene. Like when they were in the car together and he kicks her out and she gets mugged, which was mental. Like that entire sequence in the
Yeah,
car, I was like,
Elton.
I remember this.
Elton.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
and his
great.
name is literally Elton.
Oh.
So I mean,
Yeah, I thought they did a great job with that. Like the 90s adaptation of it was like I liked.
you
And-
didn't give it a star rating, so I'm just.
I haven't yet
continue.
either.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5.
I don't rate homework we do until after the show.
That's
okay.
fair.
I haven't rated it either, but I just didn't get around to it.
I gave it a 3 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I can't super see myself watching it again like anytime soon or anything. And I don't have any nostalgia for it per se.
Did you like the very 90s California?
yes.
Like,
Oh yeah, it is
That is-
a time time capsule for the 90s. Like
That is where 2.5 of my stars come from. Because the fact that this is so 90s is so much fun.
Yeah.
And the fashion
It's
is
just the outfits.
terrible.
Oh, her
And-
like checkered.
Oh,
the actual
that's
picture she was
iconic,
making is
obviously.
amazing.
But like every single outfit anyone is wearing at any time is just so out there. I love it.
She
And-
actually has quite good fashion. The
Yeah, I was
Calvin
gonna
Klein
say.
dress at the end as
yes,
well.
yeah. Oh no, there's some excellent stuff in there, but then there's some real
Oh, yeah.
real terrible stuff, and it's
Travis's.
hilarious. But I had a lot of fun with that aspect of it, and I liked how they did Emma and everything, and I liked how they like changed some of it. So like
This made me appreciate Emma more.
that guy is gay instead, and like it shows
Christian.
how she was kind of treating people as project things, and then she sort of learnt from her friends and everything, and yeah, I thought it did a good job with that, so I enjoyed it.
What do you think, guys?
It was fine.
I
was
couldn't overly get
okay.
into it.
I
couldn't
really
overly get
dislike
into
the
it.
main
Do you
character.
think? I don't know. I'm not assuming anything, but would you say that if you were female, you would appreciate it more?
I don't know.
Because I'm not
You
a
don't
female.
know.
I'm not female.
As Brayden, yes.
As,
As Brayden, yes.
I mean,
if,
maybe, but I don't.
if you were in touch with your feminine side a bit more.
It's always nice to see Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
yes,
Can we just hands down say Paul Rudd was great in this flick?
he is great in it.
He's so
I
good.
love it. I love it.
Paul Rudd.
I wasn't like bored with it. I just couldn't get into it.
So you guys
as
still
such.
prefer Mean Girls to Clueless?
Mean Girls has got such a humor to it.
I haven't watched Mean Girls much either. I never really watched either of those as
I
a kid or
am
anything.
Mean Girls over
so.
Clueless. Sorry.
Okay, no, I don't.
I'd probably take Mean Girls from what I remember from
Mean
it.
Girls is just funnier.
Purely
Okay.
based on the premises that I know of, at least. Like, I feel like I would prefer Clueless over Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is about taking down Regina George.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's just
But
a
Amy
bunch of
Adams.
people being super bitchy.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't
called
enjoy
Mean
that.
Girls.
Yeah,
It's
not for me.
it makes a point that it's not good behavior.
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
I would
Great.
probably put
Watch it
for
first.
me. I will watch it at some point, but I'm saying based
Alex,
on
what's your
premises,
homework segment? Mean Girls.
I would say that from premises alone, I would put Clueless above Mean Girls. But that's just me. I have
Okay.
weird taste.
I give Clueless 2.5.
You give it two
Yeah,
and a half.
I'd sit
Okay.
2.5.
Okay. I respectfully disagree.
What
Steph,
do
what do
you
you
give
do?
it?
I give it 4 out of 5.
Oh,
Because I give it an 8 out of 10. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything
the
about
main
it.
character is so unlikable.
No, she's not.
She is.
Does she actually do bad things though?
Yeah,
Everything she
manipulates
does
people's
is
lives.
well intentioned.
In
Everything she
bad
does is
ways?
well intentioned.
Kind of.
How?
I mean, for
Well-
quite a while, she was trying to stop Tyre with getting the one person that she liked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because she thought it was below her.
She literally delayed the inevitable.
Yeah, but the thing is, she took that as a learning opportunity. She decided that she thought she was above them. She thought she could do better. Her friend
Exactly.
could
She
do better
thought she
than
could do
him.
this. She was so unlikable.
I don't think she's unlikable at all. I love Cher.
Yeah, I didn't find her unlikable per se. Like I thought quite a lot of what she did was like it like shows like she super cares about these people and like just wants all these people to be happy. And then she does have a moment where she goes, like she literally says in her I love the narration by the way as well.
Yeah.
The narration over the top for like 80% of the film
Not a fan
I
of
thought was
narration.
No,
funny.
not fan of narration.
I thought it worked for me, but that's fine.
That's
I
kind of how
agree.
I kept up with things.
I was gonna say that is the point.
Michael's like,
I-
that's how I understood the
I
movie.
did come into this when I set the homework. I did think, I don't think they're gonna like it that much. I thought
You could predict that we would dislike it
I
the
feel
most out of us.
about
Yeah.
Clueless, which is about a group of teenage girls taking on projects, like taking on the project of making one teenage girl like into some fabulous, wealthy socialite.
I'm okay with that.
You were like, Braden's gonna like this.
Yeah.
Alex and Michael were gonna be like, eh.
It was fine. It was.
Um,
I mean, I never hated myself watching it. I was just like, oh, that was cool. I've seen that now. I can say that I've seen it.
Okay.
That was the biggest I got out
It's very
of it.
sad about Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, she's
Well.
dead. She was good in 8 Mile.
I haven't seen 8 Mile.
I haven't seen 8 Mile.
You
since-
will next. No, I'm
Are
kidding.
you ready? I haven't watched 8 Mile since I was a little kid.
I haven't watched it either.
I watched 8 Mile as a child. I have no clue why I watched 8 Mile as a child.
I was
but
never
I
in.
did.
I knew people that like had seen the movie when
Yeah.
I was a kid, but they also listened to Eminem. I didn't
Yeah.
really listen to Eminem,
Okay.
so I never really had a big urge to watch this movie.
That's fair enough.
So what is the homework? for next
Homework
week?
for next week. Alex has picked something out. What have we
It's
got?
really weird,
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
but it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, God.
It's Labyrinth.
Oh,
my
okay,
God.
all right.
Labyrinth. I haven't seen that since I was in school.
I haven't watched that since I was
love
like
Labyrinth.
young.
Yeah. I
David
think,
Bowie's Bulge.
I think we watched it in like year 10.
It is a bulge.
It's
It's there.
Who was I talking to about that the other day?
It's so there. It's impossible
me.
for it to
I
not
was
be
talking
there.
to someone and I was like, oh yeah, I watched Labyrinth. And he goes, Labyrinth? You mean David Bowie's Bulge?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Labyrinth
that's-
is the best.
David
is a
Bowie's
very good
Bulge
movie.
and the Jim Henson Company present Labyrinth.
Yeah. Oh, see, I watched that during this week. I just didn't want to spoil it when I just
Fair
sat down.
enough.
So I got to put that in my letterbox.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I love Labyrinth. The
I'm
music- I
very
love
happy
Labyrinth.
to watch that.
Okay.
More than happy to watch that for the next week.
Out of Labyrinth and any of the other Jim Henson.
Haven't seen Dark Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, but isn't Dark, like from what I've heard, Dark Crystal is just like
Weird as
beyond weird. Like,
Yeah, look-
if you think Labyrinth's weird, this is like
Yeah.
next level.
Do you guys remember when I put on my letterboxd or when I mentioned
Nope.
on the show that I started watching the Dark Crystal TV show
Yes.
and I said I really liked it? I still haven't finished it. It is a struggle to get through
Oh,
now.
bless.
Like I think if I watched the original, if I was a fan, I liked that I would like it.
You'd
But it's
probably be
just the
connected a bit
story.
more.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
That whole premise of that whole world is very, very strange. It's
Very weird.
so busted. All right, with that, do we want to sort of have a bit of a
we're
a topic question?
39 minutes into it.
Perfection. Look at that. Doing a proper length show again.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Hot damn.
Hot diggity dog. Oh,
there we
wow.
go.
Proper show. Burp straight into the microphone.
That one was bad, man.
That's some
The taste is bad.
Alex shit right there. Good
Alrighty.
camera.
So what are we doing then?
What are some of your favorite hard left turns in movies? I'm talking twists. I'm talking reveals.
Cabin in the Woods is a big hard left turn.
That's big. Yeah.
That is a
Oh,
good
man. I'm so glad I didn't have that spoiled for me before watching it. And I'm
The
so
movie,
glad
the movie starts off.
Yeah, we commentary track
Yeah,
that.
here's the thing. With that, Cabin in the Woods, the hard left turn is at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, you're like,
Because
what the
you go
What?
into thinking
When
it's
they're
Australia.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
they're
you
just
like- you
in the
see
golf
the-
cart
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking it's just like literally a horror film, Cabin
Yeah,
in the Woods.
Richard
yeah.
Jenkins and Bradley Whitford. You're
That
just
is
like,
so funny, that scene. They're just chatting about
Yeah.
random office
baby
shit.
locks. They're baby proofing the apartment.
Yeah.
Is
it.
that before you even meet the main characters?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
It's
before
like
the
the title.
titles comes up.
Yeah, yeah, that's why. Yeah, it was so like, what?
But
the
like, could you imagine
fuck
seeing
is
that in the
going on?
movies? Like, just
Yeah.
No,
knowing
you
you're
walked
in
into the
for
wrong
it.
movie.
Yeah, I would.
I
obviously
want to
think-
watch the
I
trailer
went
and
to
be
the wrong
like,
film. See if it spoiled it.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be great if the trailer was just like all the house scenes, like
Oh, it
before they go
had
into
to have
like
been,
the
surely.
attic or anything. It's just like all of them being attacked and stuff.
It had to
and
have
that's all it is. You don't know anything else.
The first movie that comes to mind, which I don't think any of you have seen, is a film called Martyrs, which is a French film. And I think I might
Well,
have
then
seen it.
definitely no.
It's not on our list.
No, you're not adding
For,
it.
I'm not adding it to our foreign film list. But do you mind if I talk about
Go for it.
what's-
I'm very interested to hear
No.
what
The
happens.
film is about
Spoilers
two,
for
two
French film
girls
called
who grow
Martyrs.
up.
No,
in-
Alex.
You can't send it to a break room.
The film is about two girls who grew up in an orphanage together in France.
I reckon you've talked
Okay.
about it before.
And one of the girls was put in the orphanage because she was abused, like horribly abused by these people, and I don't think they were her parents. So she was adopted once, abused
yeah.
terribly, put back into the home.
Yep.
So when she grows up, she has visions all throughout her, like she's borderline schizophrenic, I think you would
Good
say.
lord.
She has these terrifying visions, and she decides when she's older, I'm going to find these people that tortured me, and I'm going to kill them.
Damn.
So she goes with her friend, who her friend's like, yo, like,
Yep.
I'm not letting you do this on your own. I'm not letting you do it full stop. I'm here to stop you.
yeah.
So they go to the family's house, and she goes and she butchers everyone in the house.
Jesus.
And turns out that when she gets there, the people that had tortured her as a child were running this whole thing underneath their house where they were trying to bring people as close as they could to the brink of death to find out and then revive them to find out what the afterlife was like.
What?
So she gets
That's a big
halfway
twist.
through. These people rock up at the house, kidnap her again, and they do it to her again. And they explain everything that was going on. And I was like,
Wait, hold on a second. So the people she kills aren't the actual people. It's
the people that she killed were a part of it, but it goes much deeper. It was a bigger
It's a
community
lot
than
of
they
okay.
ever thought.
doing it.
So like the movie is just very like it's a creepy movie, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, she was abused or whatever,
It's
and
like,
then
okay,
you
this
learn
is
that
gonna
it's
get
like
dark.
and the torture. They literally the worst. The film's rated R. It's banned. I don't think you can watch it in Australia.
Yeah.
They skin her alive, and she's lying there on this cold metal table, just completely skinned. It gets really disgusting.
That's
it's
fucked.
it's horrible.
Damn.
It's got a very nice, it's a very hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, though. I
Ooh.
will say.
yes.
that is a big
I
twist.
can't think of it.
That's a lot.
I can't think of one personally.
I think I have
but
another one written
I will-
down.
I will
somewhere.
listen, and if someone actually says something I know, then I can chime in on that.
I'm trying to
but
think of like a dumb twist from like a kid's film or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Atlantis.
no, Toy Story 2. The
Don't.
twist of Toy Story 2.
Oh,
Don't.
jeez, yeah.
Where Stinky Pete is the
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
guy.
Yeah.
that
That was
was
a twist.
That was a big twist, yeah.
You're sitting there. That was
And
the
then
first film I
Zerg
saw in
is,
cinemas.
and Zerg is
with the other Buzz toy. It's so
and
good.
then they're playing catch.
Oh my god, man! I want to rewatch Toy Story 2. I haven't
Story
even
2
watched it in
is
so
the best.
long. It is the best Pixar
great.
film. That is true. That's very true. I'm trying to think of twists from like recent films that have actually like shocked me.
Another one would have been, I'd say Click.
Click. Ooh.
Click is another one.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
Like, you
I
know, you
like
think
Click.
about it,
I've
like-
never seen Click, but I did think of one, and it's one that you showed me. Book of Henry.
Click 2.
No, Book of Henry, that flips 180.
Yeah, Book of Henry. Have you guys seen Book
Haven't
of Henry?
seen Book of
Have you
I've
guys?
heard you guys rave about it.
Yeah, not good. It's not a good movie.
Oh really?
No, it's horrible.
Oh, I thought
but
you
it's
guys-
so crazy.
They-
I thought you guys
okay,
loved
it.
for a little
God.
period.
Right, here we go, Braden.
Every
That's-
every year he found there was like one weird movie he'd find, and we'd watch it. And this went on for a couple of, and Book of Henry is one of them. I was not because he wouldn't tell me anything about him.
Ooh,
And
I'm
so I'm
about
sitting
to
there
tell you guys
watching
about
it, and I'm just thinking about it's about this one thing. Nah, halfway through, big turn. Oh,
Are you guys ready?
Okay.
All right. So the book of Henry is about this kid called Henry, played by the kid from It.
Oh yeah.
And he plays Michael from It. He looks like the one that looks like Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
And and his brother, played by Jacob Tremblay.
Oh, okay.
With their mother, who's played by who was in the King Kong one. That's what's it? Naomi Watts.
Yep.
And it basically
Kid's like a super
He's
genius.
super genius. Like Henry's a super genius. He literally. It's so weird because the mum sits on the
Yeah, I was
couch
gonna
and
say
plays
the
video. Like
the
literally,
roles are reversed.
The opening of the movie is like the mom's on the couch playing video games, like acting like a cool mum, and then the kids just trying to do their taxes. Right. And it's super weird. It's not good, but it's
That's
super weird.
Yeah.
And then the kid dies. Henry
he gets a
dies.
tumor or
he gets
something.
a tumor in his brain. He dies so early on in the film.
This is before. This is like before halfway, I
Yeah.
reckon.
And the kid's
Okay.
convinced that his next door neighbor is abusing his daughter.
Right.
And so the
The
kid,
the
the
brother.
the smart brother. So he leaves a book of how to kill
How to
the
get away with
neighbor,
murder.
of how to kill the neighbor for the mum to do.
Isn't he like a cop or is he? I can't remember the dad the next door. He's some big
I'm not
figure
sure
in
what
the community.
So yeah,
I
he
think.
leaves a book on how to kill this next door neighbor and capture him.
Yeah.
For Jacob Tremblay and the mum to solve.
my
the-
God.
Weird. That's very weird. No, that is weird.
And then it turns into like an assassination plot. It's
There's
interesting.
also this other film called The Voices, where
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds plays a schizophrenic, and the voices in his head are like to him come through his dog and his cat.
Yeah.
In his apartment.
We
So-
watched it at school these days.
Yeah, so it's Ryan Reynolds voicing a dog and a cat talking to Ryan Reynolds.
That is-
Incredible.
I
It's
have not.
huge.
It's actually good.
It's actually pretty funny.
Now, Michael hijacked my answer, but I did say
Yes,
click.
you did
So
say click.
I
Yeah,
think-
yes, I haven't seen Click. Sorry.
No, that's
I just-
okay.
It clicked. That one clicked like.
I love
Oh,
Click.
don't
I love the
say it.
joke in Click where they go to Bed Bath Beyond and he walks into the Beyond.
So yeah, the entire premise of Click, for anyone who hasn't seen it, is Adam Sandler and Christopher Walken. So Adam Sandler's a normal dude, kind of struggling with some parts of his life, and then Christopher Walken is a magical man in the Beyond part of Bed Bath and Beyond, and he offers him a remote control where he can basically control time. He can pause things, he can slow down things, he can reverse and go forward and
The
everything.
movie starts out like it's a comedy, it's funny, it's so
and
like.
I'm pretty sure it was advertised as a comedy.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, like
And then it just gets dark and you bawl your eyes
other
out.
than what knowing Click, Adam Sandler has this remote. The
Yeah.
only thing I've seen is it being parodied in Epic Movie.
Jesus, really?
Have you guys seen Epic
Yeah, I've
Movie?
seen Epic
Yeah, I've
Movie.
seen Epic Movie.
So he obviously he lands on the
white
remote
bitch.
and
Kevin Hart's in Epic
and
Movie.
like the character finds the Click remote in like his time of need
Right.
and some chick is jogging past so he clicks slow mo
Yeah, it does
and then so you can tell what he's watching.
Yeah.
And then also a dude runs past and he's freeballing it. So you can tell then what it's focusing on.
Amazing.
Flapping around. And that's since I saw that movie pretty young.
Yeah.
That is my only thought
Point of reference for
to
Click.
Click.
Click is
I've
not
never
like-
seen Click. I know Click's not like
Yeah.
that. But
Are
like
you
that's the
ready?
only thing I'm like, when I think of Click, I think of the remote. Then I think of Epic Movie.
Okay,
And
you ready for what Click
There we
actually
go.
gets into? So it starts off as a comedy, haha, cool. He starts using it and uses it to fast forward him doing his work. So then he doesn't have to do his work. The
His
work
morning
just gets
routine.
done.
Cuddle
His
time
morning
with his
routine.
wife and
Cuddle
everything.
time after
Oh,
sex
foreplay
and
with his
everything.
wife,
Yeah, foreplay.
Like all of this stuff. And like he's like, oh, I don't want to go do this with my kids. And he does all that, blah, blah, blah.
Dinner with his family.
Yeah, he
fast forwards
he
through a
starts-
lot of
Oh, the
important
dog
things. in
taking
life.
poos.
Yeah, just skips through all the
mundane.
the bits that he doesn't care about. He's
Yeah.
like, I just want to get to the good bits.
And then the remote goes onto auto.
The remote just starts doing it, like off.
So
of,
like the remote goes, hey, you've been doing this a lot, so instead of you having to manually click it, I'm just going to automatically do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
and it gets so dark so suddenly.
I just got goosebumps
yeah,
thinking
like
about
thinking about the
no,
sequence
the
where
saddest part of the
when he
I know.
wakes up.
it. In the
No,
rain?
No, the saddest part is when he talks to his dad, who's like
Oh,
how he fast forwards and goes to see the last point where he saw his dad.
Yeah.
And he sees how much of a dick he was
Because
to his
he's
dad.
just put on autopilot during these moments when he's
Yeah.
skipping time. He's just there being like, yeah. Like it's like he's a ghost.
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
it's
that's
oh man, and like
when he's out in the rain talking to his adult son, and it's just
Yeah.
it's so sad.
like
it is so sad.
It's not
entire
a
last
great
sequence.
movie.
It's not great,
it's
but
not a
I
great
remember
movie.
watching it.
I
like,
kind
when
of
was
want to
younger,
watch
being
this
like,
now
This
I just
is
need
like,
to. I feel like I just need to
hurts.
experience it.
yeah, it's the kind of thing where like it's not incredible, but like it's so shocking.
It does
when
hit
you're
you.
When I was
expecting an
younger, I
Adam
thought it
Sandler
was
comedy.
the best thing on the planet.
Oh yeah, definitely did love it.
That's another hard left turn.
I'm gonna give some popular
Seven?
opinions.
Not like Coraline.
Uh,
Nah, that's always been a
seven.
bit creepy though.
Is that a Saw?
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw a picture of Saw sitting there.
Saw.
I wanted to shout out obviously Parasite.
Parasite.
Parasite has a huge reveal for those who haven't seen it yet. Still, please watch it.
Fight Club.
Sixth Sense, obviously. We all know it from the what is the Lonely Island song? It was, Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense. It's great. There's also obviously Scream,
Scream.
the reveal at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I
Endless Billions.
did
too.
not see coming.
Was that Primal Fear I just saw?
There was
Primal Fear. Have
Fear.
you guys seen Primal
I
Fear?
love
No.
Primal
Primal
Fear.
Fear is great. They just put it on Netflix too.
Edward Norton is such an amazing
It's like one of his
actor in
first
that.
film.
It's
Is it
just
Edward Norton?
fantastic.
It's just one of Edward Norton's
It's
first
so
film.
good. Edward Norton and Richard
Edward-
Gere.
Ooh, I do like Edward Norton.
You
It's
should watch
very
it. It's
good.
really very, very good.
Okay.
What sort of movie is it?
It's about a
It's,
lawyer who's trying to get some guy off for like
Mental health.
he like
mental
yeah
issues.
he has a he's got a does he have a stutter as well?
Yeah, it's got stutter.
Um,
It's one of the biggest like
reveals
what the fuck in movies.
and
Okay.
that was, and but he was a priest, an altar boy, and he like burned down a church or something like that, and he's trying to like he's his defense lawyer.
He's saying that like he blacks out and another person takes over.
Yes,
Ooh,
that's
okay.
right. It's Aaron or something like
Yeah,
that.
Aaron.
It's Aaron, yeah. So yeah, that's what the film is about.
It's awesome. Go watch it on
It's-
Netflix.
Yes, definitely go watch it.
I'll try and watch it within the next week.
And I saw The Usual Suspects there as well,
Yes,
which
Usual
is
Suspects was there.
fabulous.
Oh my god.
There's
so
just
good.
there's a big list.
Kaiser
that I can
Soze.
see there.
There's another one here which is a bit more like for the younger crowd, the family audience.
Marley
Coco.
and Me.
We love Coco here.
Oh, not
Well,
Marley
I mean,
and Me.
Marley and Me wasn't a shock.
still
Any
haven't seen
film about a dog is gonna have the dog die.
MMT loves Coco.
Yeah,
we?
Well deserved.
I love
I
Coco.
haven't seen it.
I love Coco.
Coco's
dude,
great.
watch Coco.
I know I need to watch it. I've
You
got
got a lot
I've got
to
a
watch.
nice
So
I got a
have to
nice
say
long list
goodbye.
of
Next
things
week,
need
I
to
want to
see.
hear Click,
Coco.
Coco,
Primal
and
Fear.
Primal
I have
Fear.
I have uni work to do.
All right, just also thrown in there Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane,
Never seen it.
Rosebud.
Never
Never
seen it.
Is that what Rosebud
No.
comes from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the scene like he dies on the stairs and drops the snow globe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the only thing,
That's the only thing I know.
the first time I heard Rosebud as a reference was in
Simpsons.
hit film Over the Hedge.
The Simpsons is when I heard it.
Simpsons is what I remember it from.
Because it's the
I've
Teddies.
the only
Boo-boo.
one. I had to
Bye-bye.
watch Citizen Kane in film class at uni,
How
and
was it?
afterwards, I actually really liked it.
Braden, are you ready to watch a bunch of foreign films?
Yeah, Alex and I are doing a
I'm so
uni
excited.
course
Please, can you just tell me what you have to
on
watch, and I'll watch
world
along
cinema.
with you?
It'll be great.
Can I
We're
come to one
definitely
of your
watching
lectures?
Parasite, right? They're definitely making us watch
Oh,
Parasite.
they're going to be like, all right, now everybody, you have to watch Parasite. And like half the film class in there are going to be like, I love Parasite. I thought it was going to win Best Picture before it did. And the other half are going to be like, huh?
No, they'll be like,
Are you watching the movies in class? Because can I crash your lectures?
yeah, there's no lectures at uni next semester though.
Oh,
What's
so
a
you're going to be
class?
what?
At
Yeah.
SA there isn't. There's
What's a class?
We have workshops that we're
Yeah,
watching.
bunch of different stuff.
So I can't crash those. They'll have your name on the list.
It'll be interesting. We will
Well,
see.
tell me what you're watching, and I'll watch from home.
And are you okay? Are you okay?
I won't.
Annie?
What
No,
was
you
that for?
won't.
I don't know.
You just in your head?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Tell me what you're watching.
episode 59. That was
There we
it.
go.
We did it. We did a normal, actual proper length of the show. And we
Finally.
did it all together. And it's so nice to be back.
We probably won't be here next week. We'll probably will have coronavirus after Michael.
After
decided
Michael's
to-
massive cough on Steph's
It was
entire
nice
face.
to be back for tonight.
This
though.
is what social distancing is for,
Yeah.
Michael.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
Next
For the
week,
season.
I would like to request to be sitting
On the
in
edge.
in your position.
No,
or
I like this arrangement.
I need to sit here for the soundboard.
I'm
Bless.
sitting here.
And Braden
so-
needs to monitor the video.
So, Steph, I think you're stuck.
I think I'll just be behind the camera.
No, that doesn't work.
Just as a voice.
Well,
That's
then,
fine.
before this continues and gets out of hand,
Yes. Make sure to go and check us out on Patreon. Go follow us over there. You can get a bunch of our behind the scenes and our commentary tracks. There's a bunch up there for free, and then there's a bunch up there if you chuck us a buck.
there is
for-
something we need to talk
Chuck
about.
us a
quickly.
buck. I hate that.
Chuck us a buck.
There is
us a
something we
buck.
need to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
Braden.
quickly, though.
What
And we'll throw in.
What happened?
drop the ball.
So, okay, you ready? I didn't watch the movie, but I played the game. Predator.
No.
It's not a horror movie. That's an action movie. It's fine. I didn't watch a spooky movie this week.
Does that mean we're having sport and spooky next week?
No, we're just gonna beat up Braden.
That's fair. All right, if you want to
And
watch,
foreign
Can we do that
segment
after
eventually.
tomorrow? Can we
If you
do
wanna watch
tomorrow
the-
and then we'll beat him up Thursday?
everyone
I need his
support
help.
us on Patreon to see me get beat up by these guys. And also check out our OnlyFans. So
What?
then,
Wait,
you
who's
no,
doing
no,
what
no,
now?
no, no, no.
OnlyFans.
Make sure you follow us on whatever podcast service you're listening to us on.
And
whether it's
OnlyFans.
Spotify or iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or SoundCloud, whatever the hell it is. Chuck us a follow or subscribe, whatever it is. Subscribe on YouTube as well. And
Yes.
with that, I'm Braden.
I'm Alex,
I'm Michael.
I'm Steph.
and we're out of here.
What?
What, is it over?